I'm with Deputy Richard Rondel, and it's that time of the year again, election time. You'll be standing for election again for which district?
I will be standing again for St Helier 3 and 4 districts.
Which you've represented for one term?
One term, 3 years ago. I was privileged to be elected by the constituents of 3 and 4, and I have enjoyed every moment of it.
Is the coming term 3 or 4 years?
It's just under 4 years. It'll be about 3.5 years, I think.
Every meeting I go to, it seems you're busy, you're visually busy, which is to be applauded. Do you feel from the public that they appreciate that? Do you get that warm response?
I do from constituents. I stick to St Helier 3 and 4 a lot. I think it's important to engage with the public and the people who voted me in. And by doing that, I experience the concerns that people have, and that's what we're there for. I do get involved on a lot of committees and panels as well with the parish, and a broad range as well, which I thoroughly enjoy.
Do you have the time, as a question asked about the constables, do they have the time, but do you have the time to get involved in your constituency work and parish work?
Yeah, my constituency work is very, very important to me, and the parish. If I'm honest, the overall Island States work, I've possibly taken on a little bit too much from my experience. I'm on the Public Accounts Committee, I'm on the Corporate Services Scrutiny Panel, and they're two busy committees involved in quite a lot, and coupled with the parish and the constituency work, it does amount to a huge amount.
I've seen you on scrutiny on many occasions. You're not afraid to speak out, but one great disappointment was the scrutiny panel looking at the famous Can Be Done film fiasco. Was that resolved to your satisfaction?
Interesting you bring that one up, because that was the one I actually pushed to investigate, if you like, on the Public Accounts Committee, and Deputy Tracy Valois, who is chairman of the Public Accounts Committee, then took the lead on Can Be Done. We have been extremely frustrated all the way along from day one with the responses we were getting from EDD. We don't, I suppose, when you analyse it legally, they sort of did the right thing by saying that the money was there to look into setting up a film, which is what it was spent on. But I still maintain that it should never have gone ahead. Due diligence, as we've said on many occasions, was not carried out satisfactorily.
Well, I was amazed that the minister, especially the minister, got off so lightly on that one. And when I went to the EDD, the final scrutiny meeting the other day, I don't think you were involved in that one, they were again let off remarkably lightly. There was no questions about it can be done, and it was all pals together. Is that an aspect of scrutiny which you think is a bit unfortunate? It is a bit too friendly, isn't it?
No, I don't agree with that. I think on scrutiny we've been quite forceful on Public Accounts Committee. The problem is we really do try and have researched many topics, and if you look with the new CNAG now, she's also come out with some various subjects which have been quite critical. Integrated care records, one of the recent ones, extremely critical we've been of government, but we do try to be constructive in our criticism as well, because it's not a them and us. We should be trying to be constructive to come to the right results for the island, for the people of the island.
The strange thing is there are areas which don't get scrutinised in the true sense. For example, the island has an island plan, and one of my bête noire on the island plan is the failure to address housing. Now, I know you have an interest in housing matters, but you're also from a farming family. We're sitting here now surrounded by potential, well, it's green land, potential building land, some of it. there's this frustration. We're on the edge of town, there's built-up area just up the road, Zion Village, areas which could lend themselves to development for housing purposes, and no great loss to agriculture, surely.
Well, I think it's important to keep as much of the countryside, our green areas, green. But you are right, there are small pockets around which I believe could be utilised for the benefit of the economy, diversification of agriculture, and especially agricultural tourism related activities. I think we've missed opportunities, and it frustrated me. I've been a big pusher, if you like, to deliver affordable housing. Now, 3 years ago, that's when I first got in, and we have been 3 years and nothing has yet been delivered because...
Well, that's what I say about scrutiny. I've never heard these issues scrutinised. I've heard the inquiry, the inspectors who came over from England and gave a very limp inquiry about it, raised questions. But scrutiny panel, I've never heard a scrutiny panel.
Well, the problem is, Mike, the last island plan, in my view, should have been thrown in the bin. It did not allow anybody to deliver affordable housing. Now, the states, in their own view, said, just before I got in, said, oh, we're going to deliver affordable housing on our own state's own land. Where is it? We haven't seen it. And that has really frustrated me.
And that is a 10-year plan. This is the unfortunate 10 years will slip by,
yeah.
And then, I don't know, it'll be another 5, 6 years, another plan will come out, which will be much the same as the plan that came out before, repeat the same things, and there is no real progress on those.
Well, there has been progress, because what we have recently done, a few months ago, is revise the island plan. So work has been going on, and there are a number of sites that have come forward, and which is why I supported some of them, and a lot of them did get through. So a couple of larger glasshouse sites, for example, and I think that was the right thing to do, because we've got such a waiting list of people, and we need to deliver and encourage people to buy affordable housing, and properly affordable
And I
housing.
always have to speak on behalf of the 10,500 missing people, the working people here in this island who don't have quals, but they need housing just the same, but they don't even feature in any of the figures, do they?